Got a reading from the Sword of Lights. Interesting energy that occurred prior to me trying to. So I went to go grab it. I seen the Abundant Attraction deck, but I was already grabbing for the Sword of Light deck. And I was like, well, I'm going to do what I picked. I was feeling like that wasn't resolved. And so then I said, I have 1, 2, 3 more decks I will do a reading from. Like, you're next. Be patient. And then that kind of settled it. Like, everyone's got a turn. You'll be next. So that energy occurred just now. And here we go. As always, I have my white moonstone. And let's do a little We have 15. Increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunity. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. If you're having trouble with your studies, take away electronical distractions. Turn your Wi-Fi off. Yes, like electronical distractions. Like you can keep your microwave on, like electronics, but other things turn off. You'd be amazed how boredom will fuel your interest in study. Naturally, which is what we crave. 44. You will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. So this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with it. You will trust the angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Angels, please bring me the assistance that I need. Here is the gratitude every day for me appreciating my body by fueling it properly, my environment by taking care of it properly, my relationships, etc., etc., me following the guidance, which will bring me more. This is happening. Art number 3, Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on this situation. I am here and helping you. So that is why this is happening. This is coming in for you. You are being guided because you've accepted guidance. You've trusted and accepted that this unseen thing is truly good and divine and is guiding you to higher knowledge, which is benefiting you in the system that we live in. It is not causing anybody harm or you harm. It is an equal give and take, and nobody is feeling violated or manipulated to not be able to see the difference. Yes? Yes. So, how this is acting out. It says 35. Trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. You know what comes with epiphany? The emotions, the excitement, the burst of energy, possibly because of prior things that you prepped for. So because of you are getting this epiphany because you have taken action based off of guided guidance being breathed into you and born into you. And I am also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. We've all been programmed that with success comes the fall. So Uriel will catch them all. Please excuse me, I apologize. But yes, Uriel is here to catch you before you fall. And I had said prior, don't worry, Mr. or Mrs. Humpty Dumpty, we will put you back together better, or maybe you are designed to be pieces so you can expand further and be shared more while remaining a whole, kind of like emanating the own Mother Earth and the conscious that lives here. We are all part of a whole, right? But we are just separated into individual pieces, which is creating this huge existence of emotion. Can you imagine experiencing everyone's emotions all at once? Can you imagine if the earth needed us to have a balanced emotions? There needs to be, let's say there's X amount of people and there's X amount of emotions, and those all need to be filled equally, which might be why the universe purposely has us go through all these cycles to keep it fair and just, due to the nature of what it is. So, emotionally, that's affecting you because 22. Open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal this situation. I was speaking earlier when we're toxically positive in a world where a lot of evil exists that we have no control, our individual selves of being capable or able of changing alone by ourselves, which creates something very strong in us. That's what this is saying. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal the situation. So we are all dealing with a huge situation. I'm not saying the Bible does, to just reference, the Bible does say forgive but don't forget, because we're supposed to not forget the lesson we learned and the safety we gained with it, which makes knowledge our power, because when we're safe, we're powerful. And that's the lesson, not so much. I can't speak on anything else, but that's the lesson, and there's a whole bunch more to talk about that needs to happen. I just don't have the words for it. And so this is leading to number 19. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. And again, I'm going to be very open and express something that's coming to me right now. I mentioned that what if we, as a collective, have to be all the emotions at once equally? And we can only be one emotion at one time. So if there's 5 emotions and there's 5 people, we'll all be a different emotion, creating that equal balance on earth. Remember I was just saying that? And then making it like the justice, right? And then like saying if you are in the toxic positivity, earlier in the other reading, you'll become like Lady Justice, trying to figure out how to fix this monstrous world you're carrying on your shoulders that you just need to bring to safety. Anyways, long story short, this is a theme that keeps coming to my mind, and maybe you guys can help bring the answer to me in some way or form. If we don't want evil to exist, only good, right? And if evil only wants evil to exist and not good, right? Because maybe that means that's how we end the battle and we create the permanent balance, because there's only one thing, so there's no fighting and stuff, because maybe that's what we're being programmed to think. But what I'm trying to say is I made a post a while back stating that there's something about me that when people come around me, I guess maybe I do that silent thing when you're silent, people fill the void and they speak, and then they speak, and then they tell things when they speak. Or also, I am generally a very open, trustworthy, experienced, gone through a lot, and just been very open and positive and turned silver lining after silver lining, because that's what I was told to do, and it works. Just naturally was never in, you know how some people like get to like, why'd you do this? Why'd this happen? I knew those programmed thoughts existed. Sorry if that offends you. Programmed. I knew that existed, but I only just skimmed it. I went, oh, okay, boom. It's like, you know, in the vampire movie where Bella's born with the natural gift of like control. She doesn't just go and eat, she can control, which is very not common. I'm just saying, it just feels like some people have the natural ability and have strength in certain things, and maybe their upbringing. I always thought my upbringing had, anyways, it's 1:44 on the clock, but we'll save that for another time. But okay, so this is so hard to say. I got to a point and I looked back and I discovered every single person I've ever met had been literally every single person. I can almost say that with a 99% accuracy. Every single person I'd met had been molested. And I had said that years before the Epstein, a year or two before the Epstein thing came out. And it was like, I was feeling the MF and tipping point. Like, I go to public school. We're at the, anyways, maybe that is, we're not important for people to be stealing, and we're not even pretty people or taking care. I don't know. We're not high-end we're not, maybe we are. What am I even saying? What I'm trying to say is I'd realized that everybody I walked by in life had been molested. I live in a world where everyone I've ever met had been molested. And I was like, And so I was like, that should be said. If that's occurring to everybody, that's a long time numbing that we never seen coming. So I mentioned it. Like a long time ago, we were silenced on that. That's why it's bred so big. So anyways, so I wonder, like, for the world to move, obviously for the world to move from that to non-molestation, we have to expose it. It has to be brought to light. Everybody has to be aware of it, acknowledge it, and deal with it and this is the point that I'm trying to make, is people waking up to all this are going to become extremists on it. This is a thing that's been occurring for a long time. And the long history of how do we solve things without death, war, crime, hate, violence? How do we do it peacefully but successfully? Please answer that for me. That I have no idea. But anyways, so yeah, a lot of that got off point, but all of that kind of brought me to a question, not an answer. But it says make a decision. Are you the one? Make a decision. Are you the one? Are you the one being molested? Are you the one allowing people to molest you? Are you the one not talking about it? Are you the one repeating the pattern and becoming the molester? Are you the one enabling people? Who are you in this battle? Make a choice, because there's many hats to wear. And some I didn't even say. And then I guess it says open up to your spiritual gift. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. And if this was all mental and not actually physical, if you need to think about it that way to make it lighter, or if you are thinking this is, then what, please, five, why that? Why? And get to the root cause of what is happening. And to that, my dears, I say, be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, then let Source take it from there. My message to everybody, which this is just a reading, but I have a message coming from it. These are extremely hard battles and hard times. They've always been hard battles and hard times, especially for when we didn't know this was going on, for the people that were in it. Anyways. We need to fight with the right armor, the right peaceful mindset, the right peaceful heart in the right place, the logic, the emotion, the follow through, the community. Action needs to happen. Proper action needs to happen. A card earlier said wait, and I didn't understand that. So a lot of people are understanding why they're feeling like there's a huge wait and non-action right now. Wow, this is interesting. It just wants me to keep going. Okay, well, something else I've been wondering. Okay, see how I'm irritated? I'm closed off. I'm like, I'm gonna give you peace of my mind. I don't care what. I do care. I do care. A part of what I care about is I've experienced our mental health care, our therapy care, a little bit of it, not a lot of it. Our environment, people, the programming. I've experienced what people have experienced in some of these things. And there's not much support. So we're living in a world where everyone's been molested, not just these people in these files. And we don't have any support for this type of thing. So it's like, yeah, aliens have just arrived. We have a bunch of people that have all been molested, and apparently none of us know how the mother effing F to actually fix these people. And the narrative is, this is what they want. These are the evil people doing these things. I don't know. But again, when we bring light to things instead of sweeping it under the rug, we can then find solutions and things and improve upon things. And yeah. I'm like, when things came new and like you know the old fashioned, like when new things came, like now we have like these buttery soft spandex, but before they used to have like itchy wool. I don't even know. Now we have toxic buttery soft spandex versus like real wool that was itchy. I don't know. But like the whole fact, like someone realized we needed clothes and they had to start making clothes. Someone realized we've all been molested and now we have to heal us all from that. Like, these are big things occurring. And I take a deep breath because I'm exhausted and I don't have the answers and it's exhausting and it's like the pain's overwhelming from everything's fine. It's just that's kind of why that comes up like that. So those are the things that come out in this reading. All right.